Hi everyone, if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, and why not hit subscribe now? Now, for those who don't know, I'm Alicia and I've been interviewing inspirational people and businesses to find out how and why they inspire others. This week, I interviewed Kolaine from Kolaine Beauty Lounge. Here's how it went. Hello and welcome to the channel. To begin with, if you could just introduce yourself, who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, of course. So my name's Kolaine. I'm the owner of Kolaine Beauty Lounge in Kettering, and we also offer training for students as well.
How did you get into beauty therapy?
God, that takes me back to when I was probably about 7 or 8, when my grandma brought me a nail art kit for my Christmas present, and the obsession just grew from there. I've always been quite kind of arty and I loved being creative, and yeah, it kind of stemmed from that, and all my friends used to get me to do their nails and stuff. So my mum also used to go to a salon in Kettering where I used to go and be like mesmerised by the salon and what she was doing. So yeah, I was really interested from a really young age and knew from probably 14 that that's what I wanted to do.
It's nice that you did know so early on, because a lot of people don't really know what they want to do. So it sounds like you've followed your dream.
Absolutely. I didn't do too well at school, like academically, because I'm dyslexic. So I didn't get very good GCSEs, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do. So although kind of looking back, I wish I'd have maybe tried a little bit harder or taken some of the support that I should have got. I've done all right for myself. Obviously, I've now got a business, so I'm doing okay. But yeah, I did follow my dream and loved I knew what I wanted to do from when I was like 15.
What made you want to work for yourself as opposed to working for someone else in a salon?
I just like the flexibility of being able to create my own opportunities, really, and I like working for myself because, again, like you can do what you want, you make your own opportunities in life and stuff. So yeah, I don't think I've ever really worked for anybody. The company that I originally worked for, I became a director of, and yeah, I'm really interested in like business as well as beauty. Yeah.
Do you think like that's helped with the success of your...
Definitely. So I worked for somebody, obviously I'm a very passionate person anyway, but I worked for somebody for 5 years before becoming a director at 21, and was her business partner for 3 years. And yeah, I definitely learned a lot along the way, but I think it helps to have a natural passion for something, and yeah, it was something I've always wanted to do. So yeah, the sky's the limit really with it all.
So you left school. What was your steps? What steps did you take to become in?
Okay, so I left school at 16 and went straight to Tresham College in Corby, and I did 3 years. I did level 1, 2 and 3. My first year I was a little bit wayward and went to college, and between level 1 and level 2 I was put on like a probationary period, and they didn't know whether I was going to be allowed to go back because I was just a typical teenager and had a bit of an attitude and thought I knew everything. But then I grew up and actually really ended up getting on well with my tutors. And then I studied level 1, 2 and 3, and then actually at the end of level 3 I was Tresham Student of the Year, so that was across like all courses, and I won an award for that. And I was also Electrology Student of the Year, and that was the prestigious Sterics competition, which was a national competition. So that was England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and I won my electrolysis machine. So I'd really found my niche, and yeah, that's continued all the way through my business really.
That's fantastic, especially that you managed to like turn it around as well. What would you say to someone who is perhaps going through college, not really doing well, like yourself? What would you say to them? How did you turn it around?
I think that's really just like a life learning curve. I think most kind of teenagers are a little bit like that, and it's a little bit like you're unsure and you can't really see what is ahead of you. You don't really know at that age what what working hard can provide for you. But I think it helps if you find something that you're passionate about and you are consistent with it and stick with it. Like, success takes a long time to get to somewhere. So, and it's like a big learning curve, and it's about getting the experience and being consistent. Like, I've always been really consistent, and what I do hasn't really changed. And I think people like that, the familiarity of knowing what they're going to get when they come through the door. And I'm not a impulsive person. I kind of just stick with the things that I know work really well. And I think if you're passionate and want to do something, what I'm saying is just don't give up on something if it doesn't work instantly for you. Things take time, and it takes a long time to build for people to kind of get to know you and to understand what it is that you're doing and stuff. Yeah, to build like relationships with people.
And like your reputation.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah, your reputation, definitely.
So we're obviously in your salon today. Brilliant setup. How long have you been here?
So I set the business up in 2005, and I was in something called the Innovation Centre, which was Sartre House in Kettering, down Rockingham Road, and it was an office space. It was no bigger than the reception area is here now. And I did all my treatments from in there and rotated the girls that were working for me at that point. And then 6 months into starting my own business, I found this place, which is the most beautiful barn, and it's in a more rural location. Found this place, did my first kind of initial, I renovated it as much as I could afford to, but I'd only just started a business, so it was really a case of just bringing our equipment and doing a good treatment, but I couldn't really put my stamp on it at that point. So we just worked really hard to build up kind of a client base and stuff. And then obviously recently I've just done a full salon refit through the COVID period.
Okay, well, it looks fantastic.
And I've been here for 5 years, so yeah, really going well.
Looks like it, and it looks fantastic here.
Thank you.
So well done. You're very much like on social media, you share what's going on, you share your treatments. Do you think that's helped the business grow?
Absolutely. So social media has been a huge part of my business. And things like today, doing the videos, it's just a way that people can get to know you before they walk through the door. They get an understanding of what they're going to expect, get familiar with the person that they're probably going to meet or see. So I just like to keep people up to date. They like to know what's going on, and I've got a really good rapport with a lot of my clients. And as well, since having children, I am not at the salon as much as I used to be. So I really want people to kind of know that I'm very much involved, even if I'm not here as much doing the treatments, but I work really closely with my team, and I really want the clients to kind of get to know me and what the business is all about as well, and feel really welcome when they come through the door.
So how does that work if you're not here as much, like you just mentioned? Yeah. How has that worked for you? Is it going well, or have you noticed a change?
No, it's gone really well, because again, I've got a real good loyal, I've got really good loyal staff, and the girls have been with me for a long time. Like Nikki trained with me at college, worked with me and for me at the previous salon, and then has now moved along here. She's a little bit like my assistant manager. So she, while I was off having my twin daughters, she pretty much was running the place for me, and we've got a really good team bond. Kirsty also worked for me at a previous salon as well, and Maria is a family member, and my intention over the next year or two is to actually increase and grow the team, and get them all kind of now doing the advanced treatments, which is things that like I've been investing in recently, because I do teach as well. I want to get like clients used to the fact that we are now doing more advanced treatments, and then get the staff on board, and we'll all be offering them services as well.
Okay, that's fantastic. So where do you see the salon going? Do you see it as becoming a bit of like a chain, or do you see it just staying here? What's your plan? Yeah,
so my initial, 5 years ago when I originally started Kolaine Beauty Lounge, the plan was, I think it's really important to specialise in like key areas of things that you're really passionate about. So I'm qualified in a lot more treatments than we actually offer here, but I chose to offer the treatments that not only do I love, that I love doing and I know we get amazing results with. So there were 6 core areas. So we do like waxing, lashes, nails, advanced cosmetic procedures, makeup, and there was tanning as well, and facials. So we do offer like more services. So we do like nail extensions, gel nails, and regular manicures. So there's within them categories, there's like subcategories. But things like massage, we don't really offer massage because we are more of like a salon, a vibey salon where you can come in, and I called it the lounge because it's somewhere that you can kind of come, feel chilled and relaxed, and kind of have a catch up with a friend and stuff. So that was the feel that I wanted. And the plan was to branch out and have like Kolaine Advanced Cosmetic Procedures and Kolaine the Makeup Academy, so that people that were interested in specific areas rather than being interested in general beauty as a whole, because it is really important to find people that love and are passionate about certain aspects of the industry. And it was really to branch out and have maybe like, I don't know, in a department store, have like a Kolaine's where you go and have your makeup done before a night out, and just branch it off into different subcategories really. But as time's developed, I love having it all under one roof, and the plan is to hopefully eventually have more Kolaine's like in different areas, probably like Market Harborough and then like Northampton, or I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes. But at the moment, my main focus is the salon right now, introducing our more advanced treatments, so the fractional mesotherapy, the microsclerotherapy, and I'm also doing the B12 injections. Building our client base with all of those things, and then and also working on the training side of things as well. So I offer private courses for people that are interested in getting into the beauty industry but don't want to go and do a full MVQ, but want to do like certain areas or learn more about like lash treatments or body treatments or whatever it is that they're looking to learn. So I run courses through the Jane Bryant Training Academy, and they're all held here. Usually low numbers of students, so it's like one-to-one tuition with me, and that's something I really want to grow over the next like couple of years as well.
Do you think you're at an advantage because like around this area you don't really hear about what you do?
Yeah, I really so there is a lot of salons that offer like general beauty treatments, which is lovely. Lots of people like to go and have their nails done and stuff, but the advanced cosmetic procedures, which is like skin tag removal and blood spots and verruca treatment, there isn't really anywhere else around here that's doing that at all, and that is something that I am really passionate about. So I've specialised in electrolysis since 2008, which was when I was at college, and I won my machine. And I've always done hair removal, and the girls are all trained to do that here as well. And I also do the advanced cosmetic procedures, which I've loved doing, and I've grown now to be able to treat over 21 different skin conditions, and we have become really well known for doing that as well. It's something that the doctors won't really kind of do anymore because it's seen as cosmetic. So unless you've got a mole that they need to look at, that they're concerned about, then they won't generally treat things like that anymore. So yeah, we are doing a hell of a lot of treatments now. And the fractional mesotherapy is a combination of microneedling and mesotherapy. So that's really good for kind of lots of different things like skin renewal, because obviously I was treating conditions like verrucas and chopping bits of skin off people and stuff, but I want to be able to achieve results on people's skin as well. And we do facials that achieve kind of like good skincare and giving people advice. But if you've got concerns like acne scarring, deep lines or pigmentation, these are things that we can now treat, and they're like a medical grade face treatment. And microsclerotherapy is the removal of like spider veins on the legs and stuff that are quite persistent.
I've seen the video of that actually, and that is quite cool to see.
Yeah, it's a really satisfying treatment to do, and because obviously I'm just sorting my insurance and stuff out for that, so that hopefully will be kind of coming into play from like the end of October time. But yeah, I've had so many messages of people that are struggling, and it's something I've wanted to offer, the microsclerotherapy, for a long time, but I wasn't trained to do it, so I've now gone and done my training in that as well. So in the last week I've done like 4 courses, which has been quite full on, but I love learning, so that's what's important, is continuing to develop and learn.
I was actually going to ask that, whether like it is good that you carry on learning, or...
Yeah, so I think continuing to learn is so important. I wouldn't say that everything that comes out you should jump on and offer it, because there is quite a few things that are quite faddy, they come and go, and you can waste a lot of money. So I'd say like find what it is you want to do and get really good at doing it, and then slowly start to introduce like other things that are going to complement that treatment. So with me doing all the advanced cosmetic procedures, I'm already confident with like treating things using needles and all the health and safety and stuff that goes with that. So now going on to doing microneedling, microsclerotherapy and B12, they are all treatments that do involve needles, but I've already got my environmental health licence. I know that my insurance will cover it. I've spoken to them previously and obviously done all my training and stuff. So yeah, it's just making sure that you know what's ahead of you really, and learning it and being confident in it.
What's your view on like Botox and filler?
Definitely a place for it in the market. I am actually in talks with somebody at the moment about maybe, or her possibly coming and offering some days here at the salon. So that's something that I think would go hand in hand. There's definitely some people that would need Botox and fillers, and there's other people that just want more skin rejuvenation. They can go hand in hand, so yeah.
Okay, it's interesting to like get your view as such.
Yeah, I mean there is quite a few people that offer Botox and fillers, and it wasn't something that I particularly wanted to go down or learn, so I'm happy with the things that I'm offering.
Very good.
Thank you.
So I came in and actually had a treatment with you. My skin felt amazing afterwards. What would you say like the treatment for someone who's suffering with acne or breakouts?
So you'd really need like a full skin analysis, working out what they're using on their skin, like work out if they're stripping their skin of the natural oils, or if they're using something that's going to be adding too much oil on, working out whether it's a hormone imbalance. Have they had any treatment from the GP? Have they taken any Roaccutane or anything to try and control the acne? Because sometimes you do need a course of antibiotics to get that under control. If there's acne scarring, then like I just said about the fractional Meso Therapy, I can actually treat acne scarring and really help to improve the overall appearance of the skin, but over a course of treatments obviously. So yeah, it'd really be a kind of a course, and it's something that you have to work on over a period of time.
Okay, so someone comes in, and what's the worst thing that they can do to their skin?
So I see quite often lots of people that have melia, which are what most people know as milk spots, and they think they've got really bad spots, and they're stripping their skin with really astringent toners and stuff, and using like peels and things that are going to be really drying on their skin, when actually melia is actually a condition that is associated with dry skin. So I'm like, you need to stop everything you're doing, please, and you need to put some hydration on your skin, because it's the only way that we're going to actually improve your skin over a period of time. If they've got melia, then again it's something I can treat with the advanced cosmetic procedures. They are tiny little cysts, and it's basically where your skin doesn't have an opening, and it's still trying to produce sebum, which is the oils that are naturally produced by your skin, but they're getting trapped and they're turning into like little tiny little cysts under the skin, and they're really hard balls, like usually found around the eyes. And most people get them at some point but don't really understand what they are. And again, with acne, people can be like using exfoliators that are really harsh and creating like real irritation. You need to be quite gentle with acne and stuff, and realise that sometimes you do need to go and have a course of treatments with your doctor before we can then discuss just a general good skincare routine that's going to help to keep your skin clean and fresh and also hydrated without feeling greasy.
Sounds like it's very different depending on your skin type.
Yeah.
Now, there's a big thing around like moisturizers and whether they are good or whether they're bad for your skin. What's your view? Do they hydrate the skin? Do they cause the skin to stretch and age?
It all depends on your own skin and what's going on at that point. Moisturiser is always going to be a good thing. You should definitely always use a moisturiser, but so if you've got acne and your skin's over producing oil, putting an oil base or a cream based moisturiser on is just going to sit heavy on your skin. It's going to sit in your pores and you're going to feel like an oil slick and you're going to hate it. Whereas somebody that's maybe more mature skinned needs to use something that's a little bit thicker. So someone with acne could use like a milk, moisturising milk or a lotion, rather than something that's more oil based. So yeah, moisturiser 100%, definitely, always.
here you've got quite a bespoke range of products what you actually use. They're like, I remember you saying before, they're very like natural.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What made you choose that product range?
So obviously I've spoken about how I teach for the Jane Bryant Training Academy, and Jane actually introduced me to the Charlie Locks brand and range. They are an essential oils based company. It's just really good natural skincare. So they're a UK based company, and I work really closely with the owners. They have their own lab down, I'm not sure, I think it's, I can't remember where it is now. It's somewhere down the bottom end of the country, but she comes up and she's done events with us here. Julie has, she's absolutely lovely, and her husband as well. And they've really helped me because through the lockdown, I set up my online shop on my website, and I was really unsure on everything. Like, I'd never done it before, I'd never sold products online. I didn't even know kind of what packaging to use or who I should go with for deliveries and stuff. So they gave me some really good advice on all of that, because their whole business is mainly online. Julie has been a skincare specialist her whole life and has had like salons of her own and stuff. And they have now like got their business with providing like up and down the UK with like good skincare. So they're a vegan company and completely like natural and just lovely.
Okay, well, I have to say the products felt amazing.
Yeah, really
like
good quality.
When I came in, yeah. So if someone, you just mentioned your online shop, where do you find your online shop? How do they buy the products?
On my website, my web developer has actually added me a section in, so you can click shop, and everything you can buy in the salon you can now buy online as well. So it's really easy. If you have been in with us for a facial, you've run out of your moisturiser or your toner or whatever it is, you can actually pick it all up online. You can either pop into the salon and pick it up, or you can actually we'll post it out to you.
Out of that range,
what's
your favourite product?
So I've got two of my absolute favourite products, and I use these all the time, every single day. I couldn't be without them. So it's the Deep Cleansing Balm. It's so good for cleaning your skin, and it's amazing for oily skin, and it's also amazing for dry skin. So Charlie Locks don't really believe in skin types. They believe in just a good natural skincare. You don't have to treat specific things as such with their skincare. It's just about having a good routine. So you've got the Neroli range and you've got the Rose range. So it's more about your senses and the fragrances and the smells. They're all natural, so it's not like they're adding fragrance, but it's the essential oils that you'll be able to smell when you're using their products. So the Deep Cleansing Balm, it's a balm, so it will break down any oils on your skin, but it also leaves your skin with like a real soft, dewy feel to it, and it doesn't leave it feeling greasy or anything at all. So that's then washed off with water, so it emulsifies, and you just use a flannel to kind of wipe over and remove any makeup. It literally removes everything off your skin without stripping it and without it feeling tight afterwards. I could just cleanse my skin with that, and it would just feel amazing after that. Then I'm on the more normal to dry. My skin tends to be a little bit drier in the winter, so I use their skin smoothing serum, and I just pat a little bit on my face, and then a little bit of their moisture lotion afterwards is quite good as well.
It was interesting how you just said about patting it on your face, because again there's another sort of, is it a myth? I don't really know what to call it, but where do you wipe it on your face or do you pat it? What's the best way?
I tend to use my hands and kind of just press it on in areas rather than like more pushing it out and all over the place. I just kind of pat it on, and that's just the way I prefer. It's really just a personal choice really with that. If you massage your skin, which you can use the skin smoothing cream to do, if you're feeling like you need a little bit of like more blood bringing to the surface, which is then going to help to like increase the blood circulation, you can massage your skin smoothing serum in, and by doing that you are going to increase the blood circulation, which is then going to give you more of a peachy glowy look.
So what would a good skincare routine look like?
I mean, it varies from person to person, because I could tell you that you need to do everything that I suggest, and you're not going to do that if you're just using soap and water at home. So cleanse, tone, moisturise are the three main things that you need to be doing. Definitely exfoliating at least once a week, and using a mask once a week as well. So yeah, I think the fundamentals of good skincare is definitely cleaning your skin morning and night. Toning to remove any kind of excess oils or makeup and stuff. So your toning is really to just like get the skin back to its normal pH balance after you've cleansed, and then your moisturiser, whichever I've suggested.
What's your view on like face wipes?
Oh yeah, face wipes are not great for the skin at all, and they're not going to be doing anything really other than removing your makeup. They're not doing anything for hydration, they're not treating specific skin concerns, so yeah, I wouldn't suggest using them. You're not going to get the results you want with using face wipes.
That's great, brilliant bit of skincare advice there. Now moving on to you.
Yeah.
You and your family have a YouTube account.
Yeah.
Twinning near and far. How did all that come about?
So we it started because we were watching a YouTube channel for a family called Is Harris and Johnny Harris. We were looking for inspiration on places to go on holiday last year, and we came across their channel, and they are both vloggers and they have their own YouTube channel, and we were so inspired by what they did, and they travel with their children. So we watched pretty much every single video, and we kind of started learning then about kind of video equipment and stuff. We decided to do like a mega road trip, and we travelled around Europe. We drove to Belgium, Luxembourg, through the Swiss and Italian Alps, all the way down to the bottom of Italy, to the Amalfi Coast and Positano, and then back up through Italy. We visited Florence, Pisa, then to the south of France, Paris and Lyon on the way home. So we did that over 3 weeks last July, just before the coronavirus pandemic, and we videoed the whole trip. We are still in the process of editing because life's just been a bit crazy recently, so we have still got about half the trip to upload, and I'm really looking forward to getting them done. So Ross, obviously my partner, has his own videography business, so he now does like our family stuff as well as his own kind of commercial stuff as well, and wedding videography.
Do you want to give him a bit of a shout out?
Yeah, so it's Ross Farr from Epic Media, so go check out his YouTube page and his Facebook and Instagram as well. So it's epicmedia.uk.
Fantastic, thank you very much. So finally, to kind of end the interview, I have 10 very quick questions.
Okay.
Like super light, whatever comes to you.
Okay.
First. Okay. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
If you had to choose another profession, what would you choose?
Wedding planner.
Cool. Best place to travel to?
America.
Like it. Favourite type of treatment, what you've had?
Waxing. Probably not my favourite type of treatment, but I do like getting a wax. I'm not really a relaxation kind of person, so I like things where I get results, and waxing's one of them.
Pink or purple?
Pink.
Your favourite day of the week?
Saturday.
That's interesting. Your favourite season?
Autumn.
One word to describe yourself?
Confident.
And one word to describe what you want your future to look like?
Successful.
Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
And best part about being a beautician?
Everything.
You can't say that, that's cheating.
The people that I work, the clients.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for taking the time to interview me. I've loved it.
You're more than welcome. Now, I hope you all enjoyed that video with Kolaine. I also just want to give a massive shout out to Epic Media for filming that interview. They were absolutely brilliant. So also don't forget to head over to their page as well and check them out. Now, there was a few things that we can really all learn from that interview. The first point I'd like to talk about is how Kolaine was at school and at college. She wasn't that great academically, but she has now gone on to owning her own business. And I think that's something we can all really learn from that, because if you're not great at school or you're not that great academically, then it doesn't mean that you can't go on to be something and be better. It's not the end of the road for you there, and I think that's so important for us all to remember. Yes, it's important to try hard, to try and get grades, but again, if you don't, you can still do it if you put your time and your efforts into being someone. The next point I'd like to talk about is about having that work-life balance. As we heard from Kolaine when she was speaking, she said that she'd quite like to take a bit of a step back from the business so that she's able to spend more time with her family. And I think that's, again, so important that people do realise that that work-life balance is important. And yes, you can work hard, you can have your own business if you're not necessarily there all the time. The last point that I found really interesting was when Kolaine was talking about the different treatments that you can have. So interesting to find out about the different facials and all the different treatments. I know personally for me, since I've been having facials at Kolaine's Beauty Lounge, I have noticed a huge difference. Now you can follow Kolaine at the links here. If you have someone that inspires you, comment below. I'm always so interested to find out who others find inspirational. Likewise, if you have an inspirational story to tell, comment below, drop me a message on social media, or even drop me an email. On Wednesday at 5 o'clock, I'll be speaking with personal trainer Brad Lawrence to find out about the journey he's recently taken to raise a lot of money for someone local to his town. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below and let me know what you think, and don't forget to hit subscribe. See you all on Wednesday. See you later.